this other point I wanted to make. That point is made by Jesus over and over again in his parables. But you also have a kind of enacted parable. Maybe you've wondered before what the whole point was of Jesus cursing the fig tree, right? Some people look at that and think it's just a bizarre account. Some people look at the account and think it contains a mistake, right? Because Jesus curses the tree for not having fruit on it, even though it wasn't the season for figs. What Mark is doing there is he's tipping you off to the fact that there's more going on here than simply the fact that it doesn't have any fruit on it. In effect, what he's doing is this is an enacted parable. If you look in Mark's account, it's part of what's called his sandwich technique, right? Mark begins by telling how Jesus was walking with the disciples. They see the tree. It's in leaf, and so they go over to it looking for figs. There's no figs on it, so Jesus curses it. Then the story is interrupted with Jesus and the disciples going to the temple, Jesus finding all this buffoonery going on there. He overturns their tables, chases out the money changers, and so forth. And then it returns to the story of the fig tree, and it says that they're passing by it again, and one of the disciples observed that the tree has withered. And the sandwich technique, the idea is that this story, sandwiched in between it, is essentially the key to unlocking the meaning of it. And Mark does this all throughout his gospel. The whole point of the cursing of the fig tree is that the fig tree in the Old Testament was a symbol of Israel, right? And Israel was supposed to bring forth fruit. And because she didn't bring forth fruit, and these are God's words throughout the prophets, right? It's like a fig tree. He expects to find figs on her. He doesn't find figs on her, so he curses her. Well, this then is a picture of what's happening when Jesus goes into the temple area. He goes in, he expects to find fruit, the true worship of God, and so forth. Instead, he finds no fruit at all, nothing but corruption. And so, just like the fig tree was cursed, so that whole temple system was cursed and destined for destruction. All right.